do the all kind of the document verification.
Yes, madam, that is the book of accounts में एक equipment है दिया है, that is money
No,
only.
what I'm saying,
Yeah.
they talk about the when it comes to financials.
Yeah.
That's the way they'll.
No,
Nothing
but-
else.
but
So,
this-
that one, so I just want to make it. I would request. Afterwards, you can talk to Shishir as well as to.
Yeah.
Ashish Dixit. We give them.
Yeah.
Okay, and if there can be a way can be found. Nothing else.
Yes, madam, we have done in other universities. We can do it. Yeah.
You have done.
With Pilani and Shastra University and then Amrita University, we have done it. So they have
That will be looked at.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah.
When they say in kind, the contribution from the industry,
Yeah.
by default, any technology or anything you develop at the university or academic level,
Yeah.
when it has to come to the industry, there is a different set of way how you handle, and there is a different set of infrastructure or the assembly unit or whatever fabrication or whatever you call it is different. The way a laboratory looks like and the way an industry looks like, industry setup is there is very different.
So that I.
Yes.
So, no, that portion by default it comes to the industry. So when you move from the lab to industry, by default, for example, if industry is not there, if the academic has to set up there, then it requires some kind of infrastructure, some kind of all those things, equipments are required, which are not required. Now, in the industry is there, by default it is there. So that can be shown as, because even otherwise, the industry is going to, is day-to-day activity, industry is getting involved in all these manufacturing activities, manufacturing, production, and those kind of activities. So apart from this, as sir was telling, in a kind of cash, we will take a call and we will.
This point I have raised during the discussion with the MNRE also, because in the lab setup, if you are talking about the hydrogen, you need to have a specific industrial safety measures need to be taken. Whether that funding will be given by them also. They said that yes, it can be taken, but you need to specify that. Kapali, you remember that? Kapali, you remember that I have raised that
Safety
question?
is concerned.
Yeah, safety and other measures, whatever.
Sure that TECHSOL is the safest industry.
Yeah.
Because for the simple fact that more than 1,500
we are digressing.
CNG stations.
Yeah.
So we know the DESO officers, we know the DESO procedures, in and out, day in and out. We have people who are installing every day at different part of the country, CNG stations. So not only that,
That's the point. Point what we are discussing here is the faculty's innovation. The technology which is developed by the faculty. Okay, and MIT Education Group is not small. It has a 12 members. It has the 18 campuses across
yes,
in the foreign countries.
okay.
And we have the 20 schools. We have got the more than 250,000 students, more than 700,000 alumni across the globe. It's not a small or single unit education institution. We are the multi-university, multi-campuses, multi-countries. Higher education, highly committed to research and innovation. And for us, today we are ranked among the top 22 universities. Recent NRF ranking. And where in the R&D we are among the top 30. In the university category we are top 20 universities. And when you take in the pharmacy area, we are top 80. And so the focus all the time is that how we can contribute to the research and innovation. And that's what the Honorable Minister for Higher Education has emphasized. The outcome of research is not necessarily only the publication. It is very important how you can create that, you can transfer the technology and or have the startups coming from the faculty, the startups and coming the startups from the students. So the MIT has a very liberal policy for the faculty startups. We already have the two faculty startups. We are discussing with another key faculty members, how we can have their startups also. So therefore, these technologies which are being developed, either because they are not going to sit in the research labs of our sector. Either those will be scaled up to bring to the certain level of so that it can either be transferred to the industry for the commercialization, or the faculty will start their own, whatever we will support. Therefore, this meeting, um, I know that you people have had the meetings earlier also. And very thankful that you have selected the two technologies, but Shefali has.
Yes.
But it's important that so we are not looking for one-time relationship. What Dr. Neeran and Dr. Singh has been and Dr. Murthy has been emphasizing throughout the past year that how we can build a stronger relationship. Because industry can be a partnership in extremely. And but when the faculty are applying their brain should be valued.
Yes, sir.
And because therefore the university's resources to be augmented. And so that is not only that particular faculty work, but that augmentation is used by the researchers, the faculty. That's how the university's infrastructure is built. And because in India it is the nation state is still the industry academy collaboration. Whereas now, I remember way back in the that time we saw that my whole fellowship was by the industry. So I had 3 industry fellowships. And I could not consume my 100% fellowships. I had to return that money to the university. And so much money I got from the industry. So from my doctorate program, where I traveled to USA and everywhere for presenting my papers. So at least this is starting in India. That industry to work mostly and support so that the infrastructure is augmented for the further research. Of course, that what you will have the facilities, because when you are in this area, you are doing your R&D, you have your team, and that will be the added advantage to our researchers using your infrastructure for the maybe for certain testing and other things. That's what I would like to put.
Pritamji, please, you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The more I hear, about this university, more we are excited that we are at the right place. So appreciate the time and effort from your team, and you so the strength of Amity and the reach of the Amity. One thing again, I will repeat myself here. I've already told during my call 2-3 times that the speed of communication is super excellent. I mean, I've never seen such a fast response. Even I was coming from Maipalpur to here. I had about 10 to 15 calls when I'm reaching. So I am very happy about that. Seriousness, the team that brings in here, the knowledge, the expertise that is there already in this university. So I think we are in the right place. So there is no going back. And as you said, ma'am, we are not looking at a short term, just signing of letter and walk away, get the fund. So we are actually here to establish a long-term relationship with the university. And the prime aim here is not to monetize anything. We want to do something for the country to bring in the technology. And you already have done a lot of work that we could leverage. And we have also done a lot of between these. We are together sitting here. I think both of us got about 54 years of experience together. Only 2 of us. So we bring in a very deep knowledge of the industry. And I also stayed in abroad for many years. So I bring in the international experience as well. So I would like to just address this, what you just said, in 3 parts. What we are looking at here is the part 1, which is MNRE proposal, which we are looking at. And there we have 2 things here. Again, I divide into 2 parts the MNRE. One is the product, one is the application. Product Amity is already working on this photovoltaic, which we have, Chakrapani is already shown interest. And the other product plus application is the fuel cell application in the two-wheeler or three-wheeler. So why we are talking here, why we are associating with these two parts with Amity. The reason being is we have actually got an active demand on the market where we have been already working two listed company in Delhi who want to convert the 300 vehicle to electric vehicle to FCEV. And we cannot meet the demand being because cost is the biggest factor. So we started looking how to minimize the cost. So you can see the beauty of product and the application combination. So we bring in what is there in the market to you and develop which can be sellable and scalable model. So that is where we are doing at the MNRE proposal where we have a product and application. And to address the contribution in kind, we are there. Definitely will contribute indirectly or directly, putting our time, effort, resources, industry feedback, and what actually industry needs. Because at the moment, hydrogen segment is a very nascent segment. People don't know what they want. Even when we try to get a project, we groom the client for more than 6 months to make them understand. And during that course, they know that, okay, this 10 kg per hour can be 20 kg per hour to make some big economy. Similarly, we know what's happening. So from MNRE perspective, I think we need to go down to the granularity of it, the roles, responsibility, contributions, contribution in kind. That will be all done during this proposal preparation. I think we will get there. So, but we are committing that we want these two application, two proposal where TECHSOL is fully committed to support. Not only now, when successful, we'll take that to the market and also, the Amity. So that is the MNRE part. The second contribution for TECHSOL is the long-term partnership that we would like to have with Amity for other ongoing activity. So we have not explored all of it. Maybe we can go stage by stage, department, application, geography, vertical, and all those things. We would like to understand how TECHSOL can bring in the industry expertise. So that is, we are talking about now a long-term relationship. And then the third segment is TECHSOL giving Amity what the market needs or demands. And one example would be ammonia. We all know that green ammonia is a technology that's evolving.
Yeah.
But selling a green ammonia 50 rupees per kg is a toughest task. And that would require some technological innovation in it. Okay, scale up of the reformer, synthesizer, whatever it is. Also, like methanol, also we have entered into where we are talking to a Dutch company for off-taking agreement. Why? Because the Dutch company sees ammonia is expensive, green hydrogen is super expensive, but methanol they bring it. They have developed a reformer to crack the methanol and create hydrogen. So why can't we do it here? Because we can do it here. So these things are future technologies will may happen or will create a demand in 1-2 years where we would like to associate with Amity to support. So there are the three vertical or three applications that we would like to summarize, offer or extend our support to university for a long-term basis. And that goes for not only India, for global market. Because 2 weeks back, our director Naveen was in Dubai trying to open an office for TECHSOL. We are also looking, because I lived in UK for more than 16 years I lived. So we're taking an office of TECHSOL to either Edinburgh or Bournemouth or in that location to address the UK Europe market. So all these channels we would like to discuss with you, and then as an academia expert, an R&D expert, you can bring in what we can do or what you can contribute. So all these things we can.
Pritamji, I think Madam has given her vision. Maybe adding to it, I would humbly request. We are so grateful to you that you are here, and Chakrapani sir, he has already seen all the technologies. 20% contribution has to be there from industry, consortium partner, academic institution, all those who are collaborating. So if we are submitting a grant from Amity side, see, Madam is emphasizing on that. Our faculty members are really working hard for that. You are contributing in kind. Agree to it. Thank you so much for that. But if we can contribute, maybe financial support can be given, because that also add to our ranking. That would also add to their basic miscellaneous needs.
Especially, after the work that faculty is investing their time for the study. When they are taking the research, they are using the material also.
Yeah.
So that material cost. And for their efforts, and then they are when they are.
I would like to add here, like what you're saying, is that back then, EST times, we were also struggling with industry putting in their money, cash into the academic sector. This has been a challenge there also. Right? When I was handling the technology development program, what I took 2 steps backward. Like saying, okay, fine, if you're not able to put in your money right now, give us a commitment that you will do it. But when I said earlier also, it is all the more better, as Madam is pointing out. You see, coming money to a university shows confidence of you in us. That makes a
Skin in the
difference.
game, skin in the game.
That makes a difference. So, and also a commitment from your side, you will also be after us. Once you give us money.
And also it gives
It's very important because many of our faculty, they have the funded projects. Under those funded projects, they start working. The moment the funding is over, they will not with that research.
Yes, sir.
Because they have to bear the cost. Why the university will continue to fund their various ideas if those ideas are not translated into the something into the commercialization. So therefore, the industry has to chip in
Right.
to support the faculty's initiative there so that they can, whatever they have developed under the various funded projects by the government. And those projects are for limited period. They are not for, maybe some will be for 1 year, some will be 2 years, some will be 3 years. And therefore, they need the continuous financial support for their technologies which they have developed. And only those industry will support who find the interest in that particular technology which has been maybe at the initial stage to, but further development which can be commercialized later on, that need a support. So kind support will not be getting the industry feedback or getting the market demand will not be the sufficient. They need to be supported for their R&D initiatives. So this is the, could you please, this is the MMO? And MMO?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
could you please come this side? I will join you super shortly.
Thank you,
Please be
sir.
there, second.
Sorry to disturb.
No issue. So that's what.
I think the main purpose of today's meeting had been their participation
Yes.
in our immediate, because 15th is the last day.
Yes.
For which, in principle, they agree that they want to support these two.
Yes, at this moment, yes.
Now the issue which is cropping up is the form of their participation
In kind of
in
cash.
kind or cash. So what it looks, I think they should commit that we will support in both ways, because something kind or some cash also. So that, it is a win-win situation.
Based
because
on
we-
based on the research outcomes.
Yeah.
Then
Let me
cash.
tell you to start with, because if it is kind and cash, it clarifies so many doubts of the
Yeah.
funding agency, and it also takes care of our interest, enthusiasm of our faculty, and etc. I think you must consider that how it can be done. What is the inter-se weightage of kind and cash that can be worked out?
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, in research, the relationship grows with trust and outcome. It cannot grow while talking across the table. It cannot grow. So this could be the first baby step that you hold our hand. We will grow. Then you are raising that you want to top-down approach of product development. Then you are saying that you want to bring certain concerns of the market where we can work. Certainly, we would be more than happy to work where we can work or where we are working. So there we can develop or forge our long-term relationship. And we can have series of meetings, 1:1 discussion, etc. So I think with this background, let's do that. Because kahin na kahin industry ko, industry, as Vice Chancellor Madam said, that industry is coming. Industry has to be a bit proactive, because you cannot for long play the safe game. You have to take some risk. अभी तक क्या है कि industry had been playing the safe game. कि अगर फायदा होगा तो हम जाएंगे नहीं तो थोड़ा उसमें से I will pump you inside you कि थोड़ा सा वो आगे आओ
फायदा होगा
क्या होगा उससे क्या होगा let me tell you कभी भी देखो after all we all are human being अगर कहीं जाओ अगर कोई बात है वो कहते हैं जी I have given you this pen 100 रुपए का वो कहते हैं no with this pen and 10 rupees to repair that fan.
That's very
Understood? So that this fan works and I can
Uh.
buy to run this fan. So,
Sir, saying, sir, just one
Yes.
second. ANRF, the Anusandhan National Research Foundation, which is now in place, government, is also looking for funding from the industry.
Yes.
You see, so the government is thinking that way.
Across 30%.
And you will also, take a mileage out of this.
Then
Not board.
even this time, the Honorable
Only-
Minister for Higher Education, on the day of ranking release, he said the industry funding must come
Must come.
to the universities, because at the end of the day, whatever the research is being done by the higher education institution, that is for the societal benefit, and that societal benefit will be only through the industry, not other way around.
This university under her leadership is also equipped with one center called Technology Enabling Center, which is also, scaling up, working on technologies to scale up. These scientists who struggle over there, we provide them funding support from that particular center. And it's a DST center,
And ultimately,
Government of India center.
ultimately what we had been discussing, previously it was optional, the participation of industry. Now ANRF government is
They are
making it mandatory. And I think don't get surprised if after some time, this mandate is also forced on the
industry as
Yes.
well.
Correct.
It will be the other way around,
And-
that you have to put in this much
Yesterday,
money,
at
like
a-
CSR
yesterday
funding.
we had this quantum computing workshop, that 2 days workshop, where the quantum computing missions chairman was Ajay Chaudhary, who has been the co-founder of SCL. So he said that 2 of the startups in the quantum computing have been funded where 32 crore have been given to both the ventures. What they are expecting that that industry has to come forward for supporting the startup. So he said to Amity, if the Amity is from product based, startup comes, he will come again to Amity.
Yes.
Though we have very old relationship, the campus placement, I used to talk to him for, every year since 1998 for the campus placement, and his team used to come for the campus recruitment. What I'm saying that today the industry is changing, government expectations are changing under the and innovations will come from the higher education institutions. But those innovations, the technological developments will not move further unless the industry partners to support, which are actually needed for the industry or for the society. Otherwise, the faculty for their aspirations, they will keep on doing the many things. No?
Madam,
So their aspirations are not
if you look at the geopolitical, technological challenges that the entire world is facing,
yes.
we have to be Atmanirbhar, that is for sure. And the industry has to come forward.
You're saying
And
yes.
thanks for your coming here.
Yes.
And you
We are
are
very
believing in our two technology.
Yes.
Madam Ratan is the chair of that particular group and she is guiding them. So you have been able to show your confidence. That's
Yeah.
very nice.
I'd like to add, so what's that?
These are all open things,
Yes.
No,
Don't take it this way.
Encourage
You're
me,
pushing you.
I
please
will
don't.
be very open as well,
Yeah.
you said, just said 2 words, research and outcome. I would probably extend that to research and then outcome based on demand.
Yes.
So research is your part, outcome is your part, we bring the demand. Now, as any business, for us, IRR, ARR, ROI is very important. So same for Amity as well. So, why we are discussing here, and I fully agree that, to have the skin in the game, industry should contribute it, but contribute to the projects which can give a proper return on investment from a business perspective. And there also, we have a vested interest in it. Why we propose this solar, why we propose this, fuel cell. I'll tell you very, very clear example. A typical 1 kilowatt fuel cell, if you buy it now, it's between 2.5 lakhs to 3.54 lakhs. There is no limit. Simple as that. We started looking at the same fuel cell, open cathode liquid fuel cell, less than 50,000 rupees. Now you can understand that, if we are successful in that, our vested interest is to scale it up and sweep the market. All the 3-wheeler, 4-wheeler, tempos, 2-wheeler. So here, this is where we are also having our vested interest, where we would like to put money in it based on the outcome that is met
And
the
we
market
will-
demand. Otherwise, a lot of the R&D is like if you sit in a Shark Tank, there are, they will just keep on, okay, nice pitch, ROI, nice graph and all that, they will put the money. And that is the reason the startup, 1 out of 50 gets successful, 49 fails. But the one that gets successful will pay
all the
49. Now, where we don't want to, beat around the bush or shoot in the dark. We know there is a market demand of fuel cell. And with this collaboration, we can develop a fuel cell which will take the fuel cell per kilowatt price very low. Now, if we can achieve that, then I think money is not a problem to be honest.
Vitam, very well said, very well said. But that assessment is your forte, or it's your mandate. You can ask any question, you can take any clarification, you can have discussion. If you are convinced by the strength of the technology, and if you are convinced that it will take care of your mission, of your objectives, go ahead. But the halfway cannot work it out. That is emerging.
No, sir, that is what, we don't mean to dot all the i's, cross all that is now. Where the proposal we are proposing is an application-based proposal.
Mhm.
To create a fuel cell which is suitable for 2-3 wheelers.
The sensor.
Now, when the devil is in the details. Okay,
Fair
what
enough.
cathode, what catalyst and all that.
No, the
True,
point
true.
is because my scientists also have to speak. Because what is a part of their funded project, okay, they can fund and they can develop. But if it comes to be something new have to be developed, and for that the university has to fund. So why the university will invest in that? That also have to be seen. If it is the requirement of the industry, then if an industry has interest in that particular area, then industry has to fund. Why the university will fund for the structure to start in okay, now you develop this, whether the industry will like it or not like it.
I'll come back to Mr. Chakrapani's initial statement. You very categorically said that there is a, let's say, box for R&D at academia, then there is a activity at the industry. Once you are satisfied that we have completed our box, we have matured to the brim, now you come into the picture, because before that we don't need industry. Now we need you, and you are convinced that, yeah, you are there. So now that part, certainly your participation in cash kind has to be. अब वहां पे अगर तुम सोचो कि
I suggest, even if a token amount is put forward.
Yeah.
That may not be too much for you also, and for us also. I mean, that gives a commitment from the.
At this stage,
Just a token amount also.
at this stage, we are only asking for commitment. And actual transfer and other thing will come
Once
when
the
the
project
proposal is
comes,
approved.
Sir,
I think these succeed. Then we can approach those agents, I mean, the industry can approach.
And even for shortlisting.
One institute which has secured a huge amount of funding to set up the test lab, but not many.
Things are related. Continuing with the discussion.
Yeah.
Meeting 10 days for time of also meeting.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
that industry and academia both are serious. And there is a clarity of distribution of their job.
देखिए अभी इस फंडिंग का and the whole the concept of the funding is कि एमएनआरई चाहता है कि कुछ डेवलप हो, R&D हो, कुछ डेवलप हो which can be scalable and sellable in the market. Now कैसे कैसे पार्टनरशिप करना है वो
5.3 last 5.3 वो एंड है और नहीं है Dash और काइंड नहीं
और kind,
Dash and काइंड
या उन्होंने बताया था
उन्होंने क्लैरिफाई भी किया था
प्रीबिड मीटिंग में उन्होंने बताया
क्लैरिफाई किया था
कुछ institutions वही emphasize कर रहे हैं, सर इन kind ले लेते हैं,
And no,
ले लीजिए, but we will.
they have gone to the extent 20% is the bare minimum. It can be even more than that.
प्रपोजल सक्सेस नहीं हो पाएंगे
Yeah,
Sir, when Pritam,
Even if
it
you
will
go to
come
any other
only
country,
when it is
So you
funded.
go to south कहीं
yeah. Only if the project is selected.
If I were at your place,
to leave us is fine
अगर तुमने कुछ प्रोजेक्ट किए होते, I would have said I go ahead.
No, we have done project and it's very see, I don't
क्यों?
understand.
मैं मना नहीं करता.
मुझे लगता है टेक्सोल को मुझे लगता है अगर यही चीज फ्यूल सेल वाले प्रोजेक्ट के साथ होता तो दे वुड बी लाइक हैप्पीली डूइंग ऑल दिस। ये थोड़ा सा हटके है इन
लॉन्ग जेस्टेशन है थोड़ा.
मतलब मेन वो टारगेट नहीं है, वो बेसिकली एडिशनल टारगेट है।
We'll take in Dr. Manoj Rawla's time.
इसलिए थोड़ा
Dr.
सा
Manoj Rawla's work. आप बोले ना सर?
The fuel cell में we can go for anion exchange membranes also.
अभी आप बात कर रहे थे ना चक्रपाणी से? Dr.
I
Smita
saw
Ratta.
your
हाँ.
Anion exchange membrane.
alkaline fuel cell membrane. You are,
Yes, yes.
what is the development you have done? Can you brief about it, madam?
Can I show you 2 minutes presentation?
Please, madam, because it's very interesting.
AEM has significantly worked, with my past.
Can I have
company है।
this?
No, आप जो बोल रहे हो सही है, and है। Financially and
इनका क्लोज
मेरा नहीं लगा। इसकी लाइन का है।
नहीं ये यहाँ पर
शेफाली
We are ready
आप
to
कनेक्ट करना है।
but हमारे लिए ग्रे एरिया
ठीक है, अभी खाली
साउंड की बात नहीं,
ये अभी
हमारा अभी we need to
ये कनेक्ट करना है।
मनोज रॉला सर दिखाने
SDM
now
यहाँ पर
It is meeting. We have also registered interest that is मुझे आया है इसके development low cost market demand low
नहीं है ना, उनको लिंक
नहीं है।
लिंक भेज दो। A certain
पता है क्या हो रहा है, अगर तुम ध्यान से देखो, the government is tightening the screws. पहले देखो, पहले उन्होंने कहा कि इंडस्ट्री, अब वो कह रहा है कि इंडस्ट्री का कंट्रीब्यूशन, फिर आया था काइंड और, अब आ गया काइंड एंड, अब बाद में आएगा ओनली
इंडस्ट्री
उन्होंने 80-20 नहीं लिखा है, that's the interpretation only.
नहीं उन्होंने वहाँ
नहीं PLI स्कीम MIT का PLI स्कीम ओनली इंडस्ट्री है। 25%
ब्लैक कॉफी और ब्लैक
हार्डवेयर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग
I had a normal tea, I mean, not a dip one. It's normal tea.
नो नॉर्मल टी बॉइल्ड टी
ब्लैक कॉफी
कॉफी मिलेगा।
I don't take coffee.
No, I think we are principally we agreed that we'll support. Yes. But for that we need to understand. I think so far it's not been clear that TRL level 4 of fuel cell that you are working. What is it? We don't know that.
Talk to them.
Talk to them.
Yeah, talk to them. Maybe briefly.
बेसिकली यहाँ पे बेसिकली हम थोड़ा ऑनेस्ट हो सकते हैं। जिस भी टेक्नोलॉजी में आपको 100% श्योरिटी लगे कि हाँ ये हम एक पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट तक जा सकते हैं, आप वहाँ पे कॉन्फिडेंटली आप जो भी फाइनेंस है या फिर इन काइंड है वो आप तो, जिसमें आपको डाउटफुल लग रहा है कि मतलब ये शायद वहां तक नहीं पहुंचेगा, वहां पे आप इन काइंड रख दो, वो आप डिसाइड कर लो।
फ्यूचर के लिए रख देंगे हम।
हाँ, क्योंकि ये जो भी है अभी हम यहाँ पे कमिट कर रहे हैं।
दिस इज द मीडिया, बट दैट डजंट मीन दैट अगर ये हो या फिर नहीं हो, नहीं ऐसा नहीं होगा, बट that doesn't mean that we will not work.
No, one
now I told you 5 areas that
No,
okay.
No, once the project is approved, we'll formally sign an MOU.
That's
Then agreement with the agreement.
with specifications,
Yeah.
patent sharing.
Yeah, all those things.
We can. मुझे यही, that's the reason I made a comment that I think we are going too deeper into it at the moment, which it confuses us. अभी हमें क्या करना है, focus on we are committed, Well, let's focus on how we want to structure the proposal, how we strengthen it. आपका क्या टेक्नोलॉजी है, हम क्या ला सकते हैं, क्या डिमांड है? We have to give a lot of dynamics.
Shefali, देखो,
Can we discuss on the technology?
if it is to be concluded now, otherwise तो हम कर it. Now, अभी तक in principle, they have been focusing on two proposals. Fair enough. Understand more, they are free,
Not
even
fair.
today or tomorrow, no problem.
We can discuss now.
Then you seek the letter of commitment, जो भी है,
Letter of intent.
Letter of
intent
intent.
जो है, जिसमें ये कहें कि भाई
Hmm.
kind and cash. और जितना मिनिस्ट्री की रिक्वायरमेंट है उतना उसमें एक्सप्लिसिटली चीजों को मेंशन कर दो एस टाइमिंग
These
जितना
are-
उनका है और आप बैकग्राउंड में अपनी अंडरस्टैंडिंग रखो कि क्या होगा और इसको जाने दो इन द मीन टाइम सर्टेनली 5-7 महीने ये लगेगा इन द मीन टाइम वी आर इन टच विद देम दे नीड अस वी नीड देम
Yes.
Yeah,
है कि नहीं
there's a
we
lot of
need
things
है ना
to cover.
and they will understand more इनकी भी ट्रस्ट बिल्डिंग होगी and with the grace of Almighty if we are successful then we will again sit and work it out खत्म बात अभी तो इसको यहाँ छोड़ते हैं
क्योंकि जब sanction होगा
क्योंकि सबमिट तो हम करें
the other
If you have any questions or queries,
There are.
So can I
details of
share
how we
this?
want to show the expenditures.
मैं share कर दूं?
Hundreds
Sir,
of
this is actually an ion exchange membrane.
एक और काम करते हैं.
Fine, no problem. We can manage.
जगलरी नहीं लगनी चाहिए कहीं
उस दिन डॉक्टर सुजीत के साथ एक साइंटिस्ट डी थे
Yeah, scientist.
कि मेंशन नहीं आप कैश में बोलिए सर इन काइंड नहीं चलेगा देन डॉक्टर सुजीत एम्फसाइज कहते नहीं काइंड में भी चलेगा उन्होंने बोला नहीं सर आप प्लीज
इसलिए एंड कर दिया उसने
हैंड
लिख दिया.
वर्डिंग्स इसलिए उन्होंने हाइब्रिड में होगा
We are commit, see, there are, see, simple है. अगर हम लोग को 400 करोड़ का सोलर प्रोजेक्ट चाहिए, हम उसको इरिडा को 550 करोड़ दिखाते हैं. तो वो हमारा इक्विटी डेट सब उससे भी निकल आता है.
यस
So there's hundreds way we can deal with it. We are
तो
working.
बताओ ना वो कौन सा
We
way
are already working with
हमें
a
बताओ.
very reputed institute who has secured 26 crore to set up something. उनमें से हमें उसको प्रोडक्ट भी देंगे, हम लोग लेबर भी देंगे और कुछ सिविल भी निकाल देंगे.
Okay, in that case, what we'll do? 20%.
Open discussion.
We can write it 20% of the approved outlay. We'll do
That is
that.
what, see.
Approved outlay.
या तो तुम हमें तरीका सिखाओ जो अच्छा है जो कामयाब हो नहीं तो हम पे विश्वास करो क्योंकि हमें तो तरीका पता है
Sir, मैं
either you believe
दोनों तरीका मिला के सुपर तरीका
हाँ.
निकाला.
Sir, actually, this is the just 2 minutes, like an ion exchange membranes.
आई एम सॉरी इनका क्लोज कर दीजिए ना ये बहुत दिनों से लगे हुए हैं डॉक्टर मनोज आप प्लीज ये इनका था जो फ्यूल सेल है राइट नाउ वी आर नॉट टारगेटिंग इन दिस कॉल प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज डॉक्टर प्रशांत एंड टीम दे आर बिजी इन अनदर project in the same call they are submitting but Dr. Manoj Rawla's technology you have already seen membrane का जो उनका है Dr. Suman photocatalysis
Membrane का सर का नहीं है, membrane का मेरा है.
मैडम आप बताइए. मेरा है जो इलेक्ट्रोड डेवलपमेंट जो फ्यूल सेल में जो इलेक्ट्रोड होता है उसका डेवलपमेंट है जो बात हुआ था. इंडस्ट्री दे आर
What is fuel cell or electrolyzer?
electrolyzer, PM electrolyzer.
Proton
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
proton exchange
Rare earth metal नहीं पाते.
नहीं नहीं
Exactly. Cheap and
Different चीज़ है.
exactly. So different things.
इनका
So
ये met
yeah, this one.
we have also
So here, these are the component of PM. So we are dealing with the two electrodes. Okay, which are mainly made up of platinum electrodes. That we are replacing with the TEM. That I told you.
Right. Got it.
Got it, na?
So are we going with this also? Because he is ready with the proposal, only the letter of intent need to be finalized. We have prepared the draft.
So this is part of
I
the fuel
have
cell or?
no. This is electrolyzer. This is electrolyzer. This is PM electrolyzer. See, this is any electrolyzer content 6, 7. They are different components. So out of this,
This is the letter of intent for this.
let me just tell you 2 minutes. So any PM electrolyzer have 6, 7 different components. Okay. So out of these 6, 7 components, the main component, the heart you can say, is the electrodes. Okay. That electrodes are expensive. Usually that platinum. Yes, iridium electrodes are being used industrially, and those are very first of all they are expensive, but second of all they are not abundant as well. So in future maybe we will have more problem. So we need to replace those electrodes, and that was the main. And that is being we are working on the replacing of this electrode with the cheap
earth abundant material.
For PEM electrolytes.
From PM electrolyzers, exactly. And that thing, actually, he visited today morning in our lab. I have showed him with the, we are developing the electrode, and I think,
Fine. Not good.
yeah, thank you. So, yeah.
So at this, what scale is it now? Is it a?
Is it now, till now, we have gone for 10 centimeter, maximum 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter.
10 by 10?
That is the maximum what we can do, done it till now. But the other like lab scale prototype, if other support we can get, then we can go for the bigger ones.
How's the performance coming?
Coming till now, we got around 14% like efficiency. Like, but this is just, it's not a parallel electrolyzer, just single electrode.
So
Okay.
it'll be more than that.
Yes, it will be more than that. If we go for parallel electrolyzer, we can easily do reach to 60-70%. So it's just a single electrode system, and we got this 14%.
So how will it sustain the corrosive electrolyte?
Yeah, we have already tested in a very like pH 0.5, which is very high pH, and also 13 KOH solutions. 13
PEM, right?
PEM, yes. So we have tested in
PEM, no.
both pH.
KOH not.
No, I'm just to check whether it is working or not.
Pure water. Right?
Pure water. So it's
But there is no corrosion.
No, you are not putting the KOH and water solution mix.
no. See, the point is that when we are working in the 8 cell, so in one part it will be like acidic solution, the other part will be the KOH solution, where the oxygen evolves is there. So the electrode in the while HE are happening, hydrogen emission is happening. Yes, cathode. In the cathode section, we have in the lower pH. So lower pH means we have tested different pH like 0.5 pH, which is highly acidic. So it is perfectly okay because there is no metal involved, direct metal involved. So there is no problem at all. In a very high pH, one very low pH, and we have tested that pH4 as well. That is working fine. And to check its stability also, we checked in the higher pH also, whether it is by any chance it is corroded or leaching out. So that is also we have checked at the. We have tested 36 hours.
6 hours is very less.
Yeah, but his lab scale is
650.
See, my concern is, this because.
But it's shared.
Why we use
Yeah, shared one.
platinum iridium.
Yeah.
H plus proton passes through
Hmm.
at a very highly pressurized.
अभी भी तो
environment,
share किया
40 bar.
Yeah, पता नहीं चला गया तुम्हारे से.
And the corrosive environment, that's the reason to sustain that you use this platinum iridium. Now, if you're 36
Appreciate
hours,
it, yeah.
No,
the
see, platinum well known that they have like, see, I'm scientifically I can explain it. I don't know about the business part. So scientifically, the point is that the over potential for platinum is the lowest for HER. Okay, so what as a scientist, what we can do a lab scale, what we can do, what we are doing, we are trying to reach that low over potential what platinum has. Okay, and that we are almost very much success. Going very closer to the platinum. Without platinum, we are going very close to the platinum. So that is the success what I am emphasizing. Okay, so whatever the real time testing you are asking for, that we need to do. Otherwise, I cannot tell. Got my point?
So any temperature and pressure.
No
temperature.
No temperature pressure.
So at the moment it's atmospheric pressure.
Yes, atmospheric pressure. Letter of
And what
intent
temperature?
दे
Room temperature.
room temperature.
लेटर ऑफ इंटेंट दिखा दिया
दोनों के ड्राफ्ट्स
इनको दिखाए
प्रीतम जी
yeah. So if you have any changes or if you have any suggestions, there's only 2 days left, 2 working days, today and tomorrow. Any changes that you want, just see that.
Yes, I think PEM based green hydrogen generation system. But you are developing a product, a component.
Overall, we need to we'll use the other component as it is from the industry.
No, in that case,
Parts.
your technological advancement contribution
Yes.
to the balance of system, you have to demonstrate that.
in the
Yeah.
proposal. right?
Yeah, yeah,
You are talking
yeah.
about one component out of 50 component, which goes into the PEM.
Out of 6-7 components.
6-7 component,
Yes.
so which goes into PEM.
Yes.
So how
And that is the main component, what I'm talking about.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
So how that, so your performance parameters are based on a system level or a component?
System level only.
System level only.
System level.
Yeah, obviously.
You cannot,
Like,
nah.
like a laptop, in the laptop, if you
You can-
increase.
you can also test
No,
the-
just,
Test- test different, but
just to clarify.
Performance.
No,
There-
you can also-
No, there is a difference.
Just to clarify, if you replace the RAM, overall the performance of the computer changes or not? It changes, no? So that's the thing.
But
No,
you
the
also have
testing
a very
component
valid
level.
point.
Yeah.
Okay, you have replaced a better component, but the other component should not become the limiting factor for the performance.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, he's right,
So-
he's right.
So I am looking at a system level, you're looking at a component.
Component.
Yeah.
So when I said component level testing means you have a platinum iridium,
Hmm.
all the characteristics map, and
Yes.
you have your metal, your
Yes.
characteristic map.
Yes,
If it's superior or inferior.
yes.
Then you take that system component to a
So
system.
that's why it's.
And a system with
I agree.
iridium platinum.
I agree.
So again,
So that is why it is in the TRL4 level. Otherwise, I could have claimed it is in the technology transfer. I could have asked you,
No,
please give me
TRL
money and
comes when you-
get my
sir,
technology.
TRL7 comes when you're running for 20,000 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that need to
pressure-
need to test, na?
50 bar, 55 bar temperature.
We are
60 bar.
asking money from MNRE. That is for this reason only.
You should mention TRL4, otherwise
Yes.
you get disqualified.
No, I will mention.
3 not allowed. And I would say.
No, this is a
PEM
letter of
based-
intent. This is not the proposal.
No, letter.
Proposal will write.
So between us.
TRL4.
और है सब कोई 4 से नीचे
पे लगा ना everything में.
लिख के ले लो
सात।
खुद से.
They will carefully see this
सात।
printed, then only they will.
एक proposal
मैं तो ये बोलूंगा कि paperless green hydrogen
proposal
generation system
मैं रियलिटी बोल
from a
रहा हूँ.
layman point
रियलिटी
of
चेक.
view, system.
proposal में no.
You
कौन था वो?
categorically mention,
तो फिर बनाए मैंने पिक्चर करे सीधे और दे.
otherwise no.
मैं बोल दूंगा ये TRL level 5 है।
1000 question क्या funding?
क्वेश्चन पूछोगे तो मैं गाली दूंगा आपको।
Course versus
No,
labs.
I have attended the DSP that which I thought the already been awarded.
Hybrid meeting.
मेरा आवाज बुलंद है, मैं गाली दूंगा, आप चले जाओगे आप।
DSP, another university on a development. So this completely go through each and every part. Scientifically, you have to demonstrate. They
Yeah,
grill. They grill. The head of the department was shivering. How I'm going
That
to,
you
but
can do this.
performed very well.
Pen
ये
के
भी
साथ.
कर देंगे.
आप कर
He
दीजिए.
got the award. Really.
That is what we are trained.
Changes इसमें कराने हैं.
No. The scientists will ask the questions. It's not that the
Ah,
people who
true.
are, the scientists will ask the exact question.
Exact question,
Exact question. You have to answer that.
Exactly.
नहीं, thank you.
हम आपको बना के दे देंगे.
Everything cannot be answered.
ये भी उठा लो तुमने पहले किसी की रखी.
तो ना
मुझे ये चाहिए.
दोनों drafts ना paper drafts हैं. Because we want this letter of intent on the letterhead. है ना?
On their letter, right? That's important.
ये तो भिजवा दो ना.
ये भिजवा देते हैं.
भिजवा दो।
Take your time.
हाँ ठीक है, मैं फिर देख लेता हूँ so that we can
आराम से
discuss.
बैठ के.
Yeah.
हाँ देख लेना आप, जो भी
ये जो correction हुई,
ये एकदम
corrections करके भेजना, उसको credit से भेजना.
नहीं मुझे नहीं.
So you are here only, na? Tomorrow, day after tomorrow.
We are MRI.
Yeah.
In Delhi only, na?
Because we are attending the conference.
Yeah.
We will have our own booth.
अभी मैडम से हो गया. आपका booth है, मैंने देखा LinkedIn
Yeah,
पे. You
हाँ.
have posted on the LinkedIn also.
Yes.
Great. Just now मैडम will see.
3 लोग जा रहे हैं ना, आप, अतनु और
तेजेंद्र.
बस 3 ही जा रहे हैं.
Afternoon, madam.
अतनु, मनोज एंड तेजेंद्र बस. हरीश का
Applied
कोई
sciences के
प्रॉब्लम
4
है.
बजे काम.
हाँ.
And nanotechnology से Dr. Sumar. Renewable energy से 7. So big team will be coming.
1:30 ना.
So Dr. Chitralekha
1:30
from
जाओगे ना
Bangalore
आप लोग?
campus, she will also be there. And the other members will be from Haryana campus. And
Classes है ना?
So all will be around 28 people will be there for formality. Yes,
Tomorrow or day after, both days.
both days. कल तो होंगे लेकिन डॉक्टर चित्रलेखा का सेकंड परसों है सेकंड हाफ.
Yeah.
No, all the sessions are there tomorrow
Yes.
only.
Yeah.
All parallel sessions are there.
Yes.
So we need to see where to go.
Yes.
Sir, should I show you 2 minutes?
Madam, I'm waiting for you
So this
actually.
is MMA.
Very interesting topic.
They're actually into anion exchange membranes for fuel cell applications. as you know, it's not moving. As you know, there are proton exchange membranes, commercialized, Nephron, everybody has explored. The only thing they are performing very well, but the only thing is that they are very expensive. And most of the fuel cell cost is the proton exchange membrane. So what we are developing is we are developing anion exchange membranes, because as you said that methanol is the one which we can explore. For proton exchange membrane, you need pure hydrogen as a fuel. But for anion exchange membrane, even the organic methanol, etc. would work. Secondly, for proton exchange membrane, we have to go for platinum electrons. But for anion exchange membranes, other non-precious metals like nickel, etc. can be used. And corrosion, as sir was asking Manoj, that for us, because we are switching from acidic medium to the alkaline medium, so corrosion problems are to the extent are limited. So that is one of the major effects of anion exchange membranes. The difference is that there we exchange the protons and here we are exchanging the hydroxide ions. But the challenge is because hydroxide ion is a bigger one. So conductivity is a challenge. Low conductivity is a challenge. Then stability, sometimes stability also becomes a challenge. So to mitigate both, we just framed our objectives. We use two matrices, like polymer matrices, we use ETFE, fluorinated polymers we wanted to use. And we also wanted to compare it with simple hydrocarbons. So we use LLDPE as well. That is two matrices we have worked. And another is monomers. When we call of anion exchange membranes, everybody is working with tertiary ammonium salts. So tertiary ammonium salts are elimination, when elimination reaction is there, they're not at all stable. So we went for aromatic ones. Therefore, aromatic. So we chose two, vinyl-imidazole and 4-vinylpyridine. And there was a proper literature review why we chosen ethylene, why we chose LLDP. Then similarly, we just got the reports.
Mentioned that it's a fluorinated membrane, right?
Yeah, it's a fluorinated membrane.
It is a non-fluorinated?
No, LLDP is a non-fluorinated. That is a hydrocarbon. We worked on two membranes, fluorinated and non-fluorinated. Both.
You can develop on the non-fluorinated one.
Yeah.
Best thing in the world.
I'm showing you some results of non-fluorinated only. So, and then we have
Europe wants to ban the PFAS.
Yes, that is it.
Europe wants to ban
started
the PFAS. Which is not possible. Everybody, when on the one side Europe wants to ban PFAS, on the other side PEM electrolyzers are coming up.
90% of the people are working on fluorinated, and only 10% are working on non-fluorinated.
If you are successful in the non-fluorinated membrane,
yes,
then there is no one can beat us. No one can beat us.
So this is, we have worked on both. I'll just show you the results. And this is both the monomers, what we have used, they've got their own, I will just skip this. This is non-fluorinated, I'm showing you now. We have developed the membrane through a very different technique, which is the radiation-induced grafting. This is actually a project which was given to me by United Nations IAEA. So this is the project I've done under them. So I prepared my membranes with the usual methods, and you can see the homogeneous dispersion of the functional groups. Actually, this is very, very important when we go for anion exchange membranes, because the anions are being exchanged at this surface. And if the surface is homogeneous, we may get the good results. So two problems we started with: conductivity and stability. Stability we achieved, 6,000 hours that we have achieved. But for conductivity, we are still working on. We have not reached to that Nephron level, but still it is a. So this is all the.
Right, the PVA material. Polybenzamide, benzene.
No, that is next we are, because I've only worked.
So far, that is the only material being successful in the anion exchange membrane series.
Okay, right.
PVA.
PVA. Okay, I'll just try.
Ma'am, how your innovation increases the conductivity?
So this is what I said, that we started with two challenges: stability and the conductivity. Stability we could achieve very nicely, and you were asking how much. We have gone up till 6 normal NaOH. I'll just show you the results. But for conductivity, we are not very happy. We have reached not very good conductivity. We are quite, but the only thing is the technique which we are employing is that we can increase or decrease the functional group which are responsible for the conductivity. We can optimize that. So that is the next step, because for one PhD we could do
one of the problem is the formation of the oxygen bubbles on the
membrane
on the surface.
Yeah.
And where one of the company in Canada, they have re-engineered the surface, so the bubble will not form. It will break, it will burst.
Okay.
So it doesn't create a path of resistance.
But sir, in our case, the technique is different. Ours is the main matrix, and the branches are having those functional groups. So bubble formation is not there. That is not a problem with
Creating a
us.
channel.
We are creating the chains.
Capillaries.
Yeah, chains. You can say a sort of thing.
Capillaries.
Yes. So that is why bubble
I
would.
did it. There's a company.
Okay, I didn't know.
Capillary based
No,
electrolyzer.
you're talking electrolyte.
Electrolyzer.
She's talking on the fuel cell.
Fuel cell membrane, yeah. But I think bubble formation won't be a problem because you can see the surface.
Capillary action, capillary action will be coming when there is no membrane in the electrolyzer.
Correct.
Membraneless electrolyzer operates on the
Nucleus,
capillaries.
nucleus.
Capillary and risers and flow. You will have a risers, that is capillary. So those are the things.
Gas separation through capillary.
Capillary action.
Actually, for this membrane also, we are going for that capillary action also. Now we are grafting it into the capillary through creating the holes. So that is the next step. Actually, that's slightly
And
advanced.
just to tell you, as I told you regarding that non-fluor, there are membranes which are already being developed in Europe only, which are non-fluorinated and which are successful.
So this is non-fluorinated. I'm showing you.
But you are grafting with both the fluorinated and LLDP as well as ETF.
Separate. These are two separate. One is LLDP is a separate one. ETFE is a separate one. This is the only LLDP I'm showing you, non-fluorinated. But the only thing is that sir said that we don't have very good conductivity. Conductivity is a problem. We could only reach around 40. So 40 millisiemens per centimeter. So we
require high pressure input of hydrogen.
nothing.
Atmospheric.
Only atmospheric. But you can see that if you can see this is the stability check. We have alkaline stability we've checked. And you can see 2 molar, 3 molar, 4 molar, 5 molar. So this is the real atmosphere we created. But I don't think that it will go to 5 molar in the real conditions. But we have checked it through the 5 molars also. And this remains the same. So, and we have checked it to FTIR also, 246 hours, 600 hours. So mostly, similarly, the similar results were done for ETFE fluorinated also. And of course, fluorinated would be better because they are more stable. But we could get the results for non-fluorinated ones.
Yeah, if you work on non-fluorinated, that will be the.
And this is, we had checked it in the fuel cell, this also. And we've got good results, but not up to the satisfactory results to other thing. But stability is okay. We are
What is the
very
roadmap? What is the ultimate result you would want?
we would like to have the membranes with high stability that we have reached. We know what are the conditions, but now we are increasing the conductivity. Once we get the conductivity up to the satisfactory mark, we are happy with that.
Compared to the conventional.
Compared to the conventional ones.
What is the
So,
percentage achieved?
PEM to we can't. Like PEM to we kar hi nahi sakte because that is
AEM.
AEM maybe like people are reporting 70, 80. We have reached only 20, 30 in realistic, but we would like to increase. But we know, but the only thing is that we know where we are lacking. We are lacking in the percentages of functional groups, optimizing the functional groups. So we'll add more of the functional groups and exchange will happen.
But there are not many AEM fuel cells.
If they
Problem.
crack that membrane, see, the first fuel cell, I hope, madam, you would be knowing, Apollo space shuttle.
Yes, yes,
carried
they
the
used.
first piece. That time, naphthalene was not invented. It's alkaline fuel. Alkaline is the.
But that was liquid they used because that is a problem. They use KOH, right? We are not using that. We are using total membrane, it is solid membrane, which is more stable.
Yeah, correct.
So that is the difference between this.
And how do you do the membrane also here? How do you?
Grafting. It is the grafting of the functional
It's not
group
the
of
casting.
membranes. No. Look, we take the membrane and then we graft the functional groups, optimize all the properties, and this is how.
So the base membrane you take from outside.
Yeah, but we can do it here also because base membrane is ready because you just have to take the polyethylene or ETFE and then you have to just make the film to the extrusion or whatever.
There.
No problem. And these results we that homogeneity and the stability that is proven through the AIOs.
But you mentioned one Japanese company in your first.
No, sir, that was my presentation for in Japan because I'm working. No, they are not. So this is actually what I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
That's not like it.
Next, Harish.
Oh, this is only one option. This is one option. This is one option.
Main clarity.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
What is there now?
तभी मैं कह रही हूँ।
जितने भी proposal एक बार डिस्कस तो सारे कराओ
थोड़ा काम शुरू करवा लो।
इधर ही आ जाओ।
So regarding the automobile, the fuel cell in automobile.
प्रोग्राम है ही चले हम खत्म करते हैं
प्रीतम जी
For the black and white
Five.
institution or industry.
5 minutes.
Where you are applying is consortium of academia,
नहीं बसंत जी सुनेंगे
maybe funded up to
आप यहाँ आ जाओ सर।
academia part.
आ जाओ, आ जाओ, आ जाओ।
Funded up to 80% of this share.
और
Why
इनकी
the
क्या है?
industry
पहले दक्षिणा लगा।
उसके अलावा अगर आप
पहले दक्षिणा लगा। दक्षिणा रखो यहाँ पर।
सबमिट नहीं कर रहे।
दक्षिणा रखो।
सबमिट नहीं कर रहे हैं। सबमिट ये करेंगे अभी कुछ और
कोई बात नहीं, भाई तो ब्राह्मण हो ले।
it should not be written or 80%
हमारे को दक्षिणा देना हर एक के बस के बाद
यही वन
सर मैंने आपको भी के साथ
कोई बात नहीं so private institution or industry अगर in isolation they will apply they will get 100 करोड़ मांगोगे तो 80 करोड़ मिलेगा right what forget it point 1 point 2 doesn't apply at all here consortium of academia and industry are encouraged first academic partner may be funded up to 100% of his share 100% of his share it can be 95 5 80 20 70 30 while the industrial partner is expected to contribute financially and technically including infrastructure and kind support so here the percentage at all doesn't apply
उन्होंने कॉल में लिखा नहीं है बट इन हाइब्रिड मीटिंग
क्लियर हम भी क्लैरिफाई किया है
करें तो बात
हमने किया
नहीं पर इन हाइब्रिड मीटिंग
20%.
they may be open see here is if you go in isolation
Minimum
academia
20%.
or industrials अगर 100 करोड़ मांगोगे 80 करोड़ देंगे 80% you will be funded so you have to inflate whatever the water trick you play in 5.3 consortium of academia and industry में whatever you ask okay based on the criteria and the strength of your application you may be funded 100% so that is part 1 in that 100% as well your academia on top of it your industry partner is expected to contribute some
No,
sort
no,
of
there is a
financially
clarification.
and technically
There-
but
there is-
percentage is not mentioned
No,
that's
there is a
fine.
clarification that they have given. 100% funding from MNRE will be only for government. Government institution. For the private it is 20%. Has to come from the private.
Sir, Germany ने 29 डाला था 626 उसको मिला है not even government on their own they had applied they have इसमें ये CFP part 1 में nothing they consider no civil no labor nothing what they did they took all the products okay they have got the 5 criteria Germany so test
Company का ना,
batch for-
that call might be different. It is for company.
Germany just call for CFP1
Okay.
or for proposal 1 only.
Uh-huh.
So what they had done is they had given a breakdown of cost plus GST of electrolyzer test bench, fuel cell test bench.
Yeah.
500 bar cylinder test, HRS H70 which is 700 bar, fueling station test bench, and test bench for high pressurized valves and fittings. All 5 of them they got, and they exactly got what they to the decimal point they got what they put as a product cost.
Ah.
So MNRE said we will only give you product. तुम्हें खरीदना है करो जो करना है करो. So we have clarified. So here we are not. I'm not
Sir, call for the proposal में I'm just downloaded it. You can see here. Academic institution 100%, private institution or industries may receive up to 80% of
we
the
are
project.
getting it here. No?
Subject to
it's
similar.
updated
It's updated.
This one only.
during the hybrid meeting specifically many institutions asked same question
And consortia, agar academic industry consortia, whatever you are saying about, but in this case, the academia is only government academia.
Only government account.
This is the 100% you are talking about, that is only for the government.
Consortium of academia is government academia.
Only,
Yes.
yes,
They have
complete.
clarified it.
Yeah, me, yeah, नहीं है, लेकिन they have told,
Yeah.
because we went there.
Yeah.
during the hybrid meeting
But madam, as far as since I have also attended.
They have clarified.
They will expect the industry to fund for the, as I mentioned in the beginning, for the infrastructure, for the creating the facility, fabric, those things. Apart from this, like investing in the institute, in the
नहीं,
university.
institution में investment
Project
नहीं है,
investment
only
करना। Only
project. अगर
project.
research infrastructure भी है, only we can mention the cost. That's it. आप कर दीजिए। सिर्फ वो
Project,
तो हो सकता है ना कि equipment ले दिया और हमने
उसका
लगा दिया।
justification
ना,
हमें
हमें
नहीं
नहीं
चाहिए।
चाहिए।
वही मैं कह रही
No,
हूँ।
only on the-
cost we
Ah,
can
okay.
do.
Nice speaking.
Fine, sir.
Cost we
They are asking. So any,
हाँ.
have
ये
you-
1 crore
No,
funding
interpretation, I think even in the 28 तो लिखा नहीं है, I think it's to.
नहीं लिखा है सर।
They will expend some sort of investment.
मतलब क्या हुआ फिर आपकी मेंबर?
तो
वो बता दे तो बात
सर, ये आप देख लीजिए।
प्रोजेक्ट ज्यादा जरूरी
लिखा है,
है
सर एक्सप्लिसिटली लिखा है।
मेम्ब्रेन का तो वी कैन टॉक टू देम निकल गए बस
प्रोजेक्ट का डिस्कशन है, आप कर लोगे।
वही तो मैं अभी यही पे पढ़ रहा हूँ। Same thing I'm reading here. So what is changed here? It is exactly same.
80%।
एक तो उसका वर्बल कहने का कोई मायने नहीं है।
नहीं है।
We are committing to contribute, but what I'm saying here is, let's not put any figures at the moment. We what I would strongly emphasize.
ऐसा लगा
on-
as per the MNRE requirements.
हाँ.
No, ऐसे नहीं है। webinar भी बहुत broad हो गया. What I was trying to say is, we can support through industrial feedback, market analysis, setting up infrastructure or project funding as required.
project funding?
As-
Yeah, so you write it down like that.
मतलब यही सेंटेंस हम लिखते हैं
हाँ यही है।
दोनों में
दोनों
मनोज
में।
वाला प्रोजेक्ट में भी
That's fine.
डॉक्टर सुमन से
और डॉक्टर सुनीता रतन
मेरा
का
तो
स्टेज पे
नेक्स्ट फॉलो
अच्छा
परसेंटेज अभी मत लिखते बिकॉज़
But can you share your, can you share your,
Yes.
whatever possible? Very interesting. one.
I'll share. We can for some other project we can prepare because it's no there's no time so
I'm just writing down जो भी
DST के कॉल में आ जाएगा ना मैडम?
हाँ, तब कर
DST
लेंगे।
कॉल में आप कर लेना।
टेस्टिंग
हाँ जी।
इवैल्यूएशन
हाँ हाँ
पहले सोचता मैं।
हाँ,
टेस्टिंग
जरूरी है।
इवैल्यूएशन देन कंसल्टेंसी
हाँ क्लियर
Police
नहीं
forcing
है।
you.
टेक्निकल इनपुट्स
Police forcing you.
मैं तो तब तुमसे डर रहे हो नहीं तो हम तो रास्ता बता ही देते हैं आपको विश्वास ही नहीं है
years भी ट्रांसफर हो रहा है।
उल्टा तुम हमें कंसल्टेंसी दे देते हो
MNRE को छोड़ दो।
नहीं MNRE को भी छोड़ो
पैसा तो नहीं सर
डायरेक्ट पैसा है ना।
पर अभी भी एक चीज पक्का है कि इंडस्ट्री अभी डर रही है अभी सर ट्रस्ट बनने में थोड़ा हाँ टाइम लगेगा चलो
बैठे हैं यहाँ पे।
एक छोटा सा प्रोजेक्ट इनका कंप्लीट होगा फिर कॉन्फिडेंस है।
ये भी लिखना प्रोटोटाइप डिजाइन वगैरह जो है उसमें
हाँ
भी
सेटिंग अप इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर
प्रोटोटाइप डिजाइन डिजाइन नहीं अभी उसमें परसेंटेज मेंशन नहीं हो रही ना तो उसमें कहीं तो कवर
उन्होंने जैसे एक्सप्लिसिटली बोला था जैसे कंसल्टेंसी चार्जेस कैनॉट कवर
बढ़िया है
एक्सप्लिसिटली बोला था।
बेटर है
हमारे साथ जो इंडस्ट्रीज आ रहे हैं दे हैव लॉन्ग टर्म एसोसिएशन आगे भी काम होगा एक क्वालिटी के लिए डेफिनेटली दे कंसीडर इवन दे विल आल्सो टॉक आप भी बात करेंगे ना डॉक्टर सुजीत के साथ आप बता दीजिएगा ना कि हम एमएनआरई के सब डिस्कशंस कर रहे हैं वाले प्रोजेक्ट्स करेंगे तो यू कैन आल्सो मेंशन कि एज अ इंडस्ट्री वी कैन नॉट पुट 20% ऐसे ही
वैसे आप लोगों का भी एमएनआरई में थोड़ा कनेक्शन या इन्फ्लुएंस तो होगा
बिल्कुल
सुजीत दोनों को अच्छे से जानते हैं।
इससे ज्यादा अच्छा
ये इसको इनको जानते हैं मुझे भी सुजीत सर दोनों को ही जानते हैं।
बहुत बढ़िया है देखो सुजीत सर आपको जानते हैं तो सुजीत सर से अपना लॉबिंग करो इतना अच्छा प्रपोजल है इसमें से इसको एक आगे बढ़ाओ
Sir, it is not Sujit Pillai. If you go to the higher level,
कौन वहां भी कोई सुजीत नहीं तो रंजीत
it is not the question of influence. In the interview, they will drill down to the questions of the
तो
technical
उसके
things.
लिए हमारी फैकल्टी दे विल रिस्पॉन्ड विद द क्वेश्चन
About the techniques, we'll look after that. You don't have to worry about. Just about the money, you please.
Only they look only at.
we are very confident on their capability right
It's very complicated.
yeah.
But one more thing, they will also look at some innovative things like
Yeah.
like you are doing a catalyst one,
Ah.
which is something innovative, not the regular catalyst.
No.
So
Yes.
definitely they will
Consider.
consider. But if your proposal would have been ready, I would have said yes for.
ऐसा
forget
करो,
MNRE, madam, we will
Mr.
fund-
Chakrapani,
we will fund our project.
Mr. Chakrapani,
Non-foreign, especially
भेज रही हूँ.
alkaline fuel.
Mr. Chakrapani.
Please record it. I will put on my director's.
Mr. Chakrapani.
I will invest. We will invest. Alkaline fuel cell.
Direct industry से हो.
हाँ बस वही. That's it.
We will invest, madam. Nobody, madam, I'm really great, madam. Maybe somebody must have told you, or out of your own this thing, you are working on this technology. It's really a good one.
Thank you, sir.
This is a longer. See, AEM, I'm a big supporter of AEM electrolyzer. as well.
चलो,
I
आपका
think
तो
this brings best to the both.
अच्छा,
Right.
AI में था तो we had a collaboration.
नहीं,
with a
बसंत जी
company
की कार
called
हमारे
Mira
यहाँ चलवाना
in
चाहते हैं।
Italy.
Okay.
So they
Two
developed
wheeler.
the membrane and then decided.
ये लोग टू व्हीलर पे इंटरेस्टेड है।
चलवा के मानेंगे
आपकी कार पे अटकी हुई है.
चलवा के ही मानेंगे
Sir, I'll just interact.
No, no, I have not seen.
Actually, because we are into a working silos in academic institution, so I would like to interact, know more. And then
AEM any day. I know
Right,
that's reason
yeah.
I had a letter of intent from Cypher,
Hmm.
Randhawa. क्या था?
Gurjant Randhawa.
Gurjant Randhawa. It become like both of us, you know.
Okay.
He is to
No,
develop a
even
very
before
good
he started, I'll tell you, I have no problem. Gurjant, he consulted me in 2019, Cypher Neutron. I told you work on AEM
Right.
because AEM is a see,
Yeah.
you basically clear the three hurdles in the alkaline whether
Fuel
it's
cell.
alkaline fuel cell or alkaline poisoning of the membrane.
Right.
Okay, and there is one more. I'm not collecting now. So
Stability.
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 So these 3 points, especially the gas crossover and poisoning. So if you are addressing these things, alkaline membrane.
ठीक हो गया इन दो के अलावा
I am working on gas
इसका ये जो
crossover
मैडम का
through
प्रोजेक्ट है
creating those
Yeah,
capillary
I
and then
think,
functionalizing. So that will.
इनकी जो अभी
Will take
इनपुट्स
care.
हैं उनको लेके आई थिंक शी विल डेवलप फिर अगली कॉल में उसको करेंगे
And in fact, I should have told when Madam was there.
He
our-
is a director of Cypher. I met him because he's Gurjant. I went to Punjab meeting last year.
Madam, we are coming out with our own PEM fuels.
Okay.
Nothing, no collaboration. TECHSOL fuel cell will be rolled out in another 2 months. time.
Good.
Very good.
We are starting with.
So when you say we are not, not investing, I wanted this to come out from Chakra, that we are already working on investment of creating a fuel cell.
Fuel cell, right.
सर देखिए देखो हम ये नहीं कह रहे हैं नॉट इन्वेस्टिंग क्रिकेट में इन्वेस्टमेंट की बात है
Sir,
आप घर में कुछ
what
भी
we are
करोगे,
developing is
cannot compare it to the-
what we are developing is a PEM fuel cell. If Madam comes alkaline, I will
नहीं कर
put
What
PEM.
what you said in 2 months' time, you see, we are complementing each
Definitely, yes, yes.
the researchers, the capabilities which the university systems have may not be with the industry. Whatever you are doing.
वैसे ना it's a good sign at least now they're in thick of their R&D
Yes,
and they would be able to appreciate better
better.
the efforts of our faculty.
Yeah.
That's a positive
So they
sign.
have appreciated
Very good.
our
Really
efforts.
good.
That's a positive sign.
And
Photo-
other
photoelectrochemical
yes.
and photochemical.
ठीक है
I was
एक immediate हो गया एक short term सुनीता रतन मैडम है. Now we have another IITN. He has done his BTech, MTech from IIT.
which IIT?
I did my MTech from IT, PhD from IT
Kanpur.
and postdoc from Iowa University. I am not a fuel cell guy.
But
I'm
he
thermal and fluid engineering.
he has a car which runs on hydrogen.
Oh,
So basically, yeah. So basically, we have to be do in 2 ways. One way we have to be enrich the hydrogen in air.
hydroxy mixer.
Correct.
Yeah.
And second thing is we have to be a direct inserting the hydrogen in a
The
engine.
combustion chamber.
Combustion chamber. Diesel engine, we have a kind of a very 99 point kind of success. There is no. Now we are thinking about towards the petrol engine.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the big challenge. If mechanical point of view, really it is a big challenge, but we are doing the different ways. But other way we have to be need a hydrogen source. Because at this moment we are using a battery electrolysis for a hydrogen. This system is not sufficient to produce the sufficient hydrogen for a combustion purpose of combustion. So another way we have to
So much. Negative.
got a cylinder, hydrogen cylinder.
then we have to maintain a pressure, all these things, pressure regulator, mass controller, all these like this. And now we are thinking to be another way. We are making a systems that can generate the hydrogen at the 700 watt, and we directly inserting. So this is the new idea. There is even spiral methods. You know that hydrogen, oxygen, molecular point of view, there is a 18 times heavier than to a oxygen. So we have to be at a center, the hydrogen coming at the peripheral, oxygen is coming. Oxygen is throughout or maybe used in different purpose, and then hydrogen directly inside going in the engine. So this kind of a research we people are doing like this. But I saw your PPT where you have to be replace the EV with the fuel cell based EV or fuel cell with motor bike or kind of this thing. So I'm really interested. How can you insert it? How can you have to be with that?
This is a pure fuel cell driving a traction motor. So instead of battery, what you have typical, the last mile delivery, like, Zomato and all.
Yeah, I see your comparison.
So 60 kilometers they'll run, they'll sit to charge 5 hours, 6 hours. Okay. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to use, I would say, about 2.5 to 3 kilowatt small battery, and 15% of that, which is a 450 watt of fuel cell. And what it will do is the fuel cell will. Okay, so what happens is your range will straight away
It's
go.
a kind of hybrid.
Hybrid, correct. So this is why we have, by doing so, we are increasing the size of battery, so keeping the fuel cell small. So the cost is low. Same time, the range will go up to.
I see your comparison.
2 times. No, what I gave you is a different. What I gave you pure fuel cell, which is a 200 gram of hydrogen cylinder with a 1 kilowatt of fuel cell. So 200 grams. See, 1 gram of hydrogen normally will drive 0.5 kilometers. 200 grams is typically 100 kilometers.
So you have an additional cylinder there, na?
One cylinder with hydrogen, 200 gram or 150 gram, will give you 75 to 100 kilometer range, plus the auxiliary battery for start, stop, acceleration, regenerative, will give you another 20-30 kilometers. So increase the range by 120.
So battery is like a auxiliary source.
Auxiliary.
Main source is your
Hydrogen.
Means fuel cell.
Fuel cell, correct. Fuel cell, correct. In the other scheme also, fuel cell is required.
Yeah, actually, there is
very less.
100% fuel cell vehicle.
There is
It's
no
all,
100%.
majority of the cases, the battery will be 15 to 20%. Say 10 kilowatt you take. If there is a vehicle running on say 100 kilowatt, let's say 100 kilowatt, so the battery will be limited to 15 kilowatt or 20 kilowatt.
Correct.
The remaining will be put by fuel.
Correct.
That's the norm.
So now my question is this. My question is this: you are using the hydrogen, running the fuel cell, then fuel cell produce the electricity and running the motors.
No, do two ways. Fuel cell running the motor and battery also running the motor.
So why we cannot use the hydrogen directly as a
One can.
No, one more thing. No, coming to both
size
of
of hydrogen,
just
fuel cell and battery.
coming both of you. What are the efforts of blending CNG with hydrogen?
It's an entirely different subject, sir.
But
It's a, no.
IUCL is doing.
CNG blending as of now, there are some 4 to 5 places it is currently
CNG is blended with
CNG blending hydrogen. Okay. First of all, as like any other technology of hydrogen, economically,
I'm just here to add something. Sorry.
Ah.
Why you are blending the hydrogen in CNG? Why you are not blending the hydrogen in air?
sorry,
Sir is stated.
correct, blending hydrogen in CNG.
Blending hydrogen CNG is correct or blending the hydrogen in air is correct? Technically.
वो तो फिर हाइड्रोजन हो गया ना, तो क्या उसमें जब
No, no, value
तो बर्न करोगे तो एयर नहीं लेगा वो।
नहीं, एयर लेगा।
टेस्ट किया है ना, इन्होंने जो टेस्ट किया है बेसिकली एयर में हाइड्रोजन को ब्लेंड किया है और
हाइड्रोजन अपने आप इनफ्लेमेबल है।
सीएनजी के साथ ब्लेम, सीएनजी के साथ मतलब people is asking,
he is asking this. We have a CNG network. CNG vehicle.
सर वो हमने टेस्ट किया है, दोनों के साथ करके देखा है। आप एयर के साथ है, इट इज मोर एफिशिएंट, मोर इफेक्टिव एंड विदाउट कॉस्ट एंड आल्सो द सेफली। क्लियर?
सर
नहीं कंपल्सरी
आप सुनिए, मैं बता रहा हूँ।
25
This one I got to know about 2 years back. There are 3 companies in Gujarat, Bangalore, there is a Canadian company, part of Cyprus, parent company. Okay. They also developed where Blizzard, then you want to bring it to India. So basically simple आप बोल रहे हो, your combustion chamber में you injecting a very controlled manner of hydrogen. You are increasing using the catalytic value, burning the fuel efficiently. That is all fine, sir. But the problem here is two things. One is advantage is it burns the fuel very clean. So आपका जो पुराने truck engine में भी लगाएंगे ना, वो अंदर से साफ हो जाता है. It no carbon residues left. But it creates another problem is, उसको क्या बोलते हैं, brittling. It creates a brittling effect, embrittlement effect inside the engine. तो वो फट जाएगा.
सर उसके लिए इंजन का मटेरियल है, पिस्टन का मटेरियल.
You are talking about cost on cost.
नहीं सर, वो पहले सर
क्या होता है? Combustion of hydrogen is. Sir, I have worked in IC where we were supplying the diesel engine for the tractor. So let me tell you the problem in the combustion.
She's the only speaker.
First of all,
she's very confident.
efficiency of fuel cell is anyway more than 50%.
The EU India.
Whatever you do in the efficiency of the engine.
कहाँ पहुँचे हम लोग?
अभी long term
Sir, here I am say that one thing. You are say that fuel cell efficiency is 50%. I am say that combustion efficiency with hydrogen is 90%. Whatever the problem you are telling us, the people are working on this problem. We are already succeed with the combustion of the hydrogen with the diesel. We are running the car. Unfortunately,
वाकई आज I think
हम तो पहले से ही दाव देते हैं, यही हमारी तरफ देखती नहीं है बात.
नहीं सारे सर आपके साथ ही चलते हैं.
यहाँ पे थोड़ा elevate कर लो. सीधे पोजीशन पे आ जाओ. तो कहती मैडम मेरे टीम पे आ गए.
very dedicated research.
बड़ा बेस.
प्रमोशन नहीं ले रहे हैं, पर वो अपने आप से खुशी है. हमें मिल नहीं रहा है. आप ऐसा करो, you join MIT, you will be.
I was talking to Shafali madam, and madam, with your kind with this much of research initiatives, whatever your team is doing, you should start one center for hydrogen technology.
सर हमने प्रपोज किया ऑलरेडी एमएनआरई को.
She is looking after.
Yes.
हमने ऑलरेडी एमएनआरई को प्रपोज.
Already one step ahead.
And Shefali coordinates the Sunita.
Madam is the PI we have proposed.
Project हमारा submit किया गया था.
Yes, sir.
Sunita Ratan जी ने.
I'm actually preparing a proposal where what are all the technologies, what are all the various technologies which are relevant for hydrogen, and I'm saying none of the technologies are available. Not a single one.
I think you have to talk to the Dr. Sunita Ratan and the entire team, because many of the technologies they have developed. I think they have to give one day their nearity.
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe one day they have to make a presentation.
There are others also, the work Haryana, they are working very nicely. Bombay University, Ahmed University, we have got 2-3 people over there who are working from Bombay, Haryana, many others. It's a cluster actually.
Oh, the campus is also.
In
Hydrogen sector, there are many of them.
35.
35 people are working in hydrogen sector.
And
सर आपने 20
they are working in hydrogen. मतलब ये number नहीं है, just they have good work with them. Dr. Kajri Datta, she is working in biomass from Kolkata campus. She is also submitting, her technology is at TRL level 7.
Syngas,
Somebody-
hydrogen, biomass to methanol.
Yes.
All these things are being done. And even one researcher has now, they have a consortium of bacteria which can digest the lignin.
ये sir project.
When you talk of bio, no, I little bit turn this side because I am from my academics, I'm weak in the bio.
Better,
Chemistry.
Better stop doing that. Now it is the bio era. This morning, Secretary DBT was speaking in our conference in MIT University, Haryana.
The vision has
Ah.
come.
Correct.
So the way the
maybe call this.
LTD and all those things
Yeah,
are happening. So I think we
Carbon
cannot ignore
No, it is very.
biofuel.
Yeah.
Yes.
We cannot ignore.
Yes.
So that has to be there. So मैंने कहा कि I saw that you people all are still sitting. Meanwhile, I interviewed one candidate for very senior position. So now I've told him that please think about it, what is the expectation so that I can analyze it. How many is there?
आपका साइन हो गया?
It's almost.
कुछ करेक्शन दिया था सर।
अच्छा करेक्शन
This campus-
दोनों का साइन हो गया, वही होने चाहिए।
हो गया।
Now, last week we were discussing, Madam,
Sign.
Dr. Basant Vikarwar.
आप दोनों के इन्वॉल्व साइन प्रोजेक्ट में
So
जो
in what way we can in long term what we can do.
But
Huh.
I think I am not interested to using a fuel cells. I am directly in.
Sir, what about the NOx permission, sir?
No,
आप जो है-
Don't worry.
we got the result. Where we have to reduce the NOx.
कल ही आओ, we have discussed.
In a fuel cell zero emission.
That is okay. Fuel cell.
Fuel cell is the zero emission.
It's like this. I'm thinking.
Sir, I think anyway, I think in
मेरे कंधे पे
I think in a
नहीं तो
Sir, electoral.
ये कोई बात नहीं।
मैं बिठा के बिठा सकते हो
क्यों?
वो भी तेरे को वही जोड़ रहे हैं मेरे।
इन्होंने
Take a fuel cell.
ये चलते हैं इनकी कार देखते हैं।
It's okay, but
धीरे
it
धीरे
is like
की जो
different.
requirement है, हम भी कर सकते
What
हैं।
work, effort they are
That's funny,
putting in,
I think let's
how
see
much
his car.
value they are giving to
Yeah, I'm.
their efforts and value, so that they
It is
remain
hydrogen,
motivated.
I mean,
क्यों
तो
डॉक्टर?
बहुत जरूरी है।
जो आपकी requirement है, the problem statement that you have mentioned,
अगर मैं को
हाँ, वो भी एक बार डिस्कस करना है ना, because he is the one, his team
मैं कॉल करता हूँ.
मैडम चाय तो मिल जाएगी ना व्हाट्सएप पे।
नहीं, आप टीवी 2 बार आई.
मन नहीं था।
चलो हो गया.
नहीं सर, मैं मारिया स्टेट कर रहे हैं, तब तक ये
नहीं, टेक्नोलॉजी इज वेरी. ये फ्यूल सेल को यूज कर रहे हैं, देन रन द ईवी है. Kind of a very simple kind of a this type of practice is going on throughout the using the hydrogen. Our is kind approach is little bit different. Here we have to direct using the actual. We are not using any electrical motor, all this. We are directly using as a engine. So that is a conflict. That's why I am not going to
अच्छा ठीक है।
clear. Very clear picture is here.
007.
नहीं एक्चुअली अभी क्या वो सर बोल रहे थे ना अभी हाइड्रो
कार
कंबशन चेंबर तो उसमें तो एम्ब्रिटलमेंट इफेक्ट है एंड
बहुत सारे हैं सर. We are working on this.
और एक बार देखना पड़ेगा हाउ डज दैट इम्पैक्ट द रेंज ऑफ द व्हीकल.
There is no impact.
ना रेंज बढ़ना चाहिए.
रेंज तो सर जितना आपका
Range will
डीजल
come.
पेट्रोल है.
रेंज विल इंक्रीज.
NOx emission, sir, I'll tell you one thing. I have a solution which was discussed with me by some other people. I cannot openly talk about it. Instead of using air, you said na hydrogen mixed with air. Please don't, because air has got hydrogen is the we can say detrimental compared to carbon emission. So work on some other inert fluid instead of air for mixing with hydrogen.
नहीं sir.
There are
power
developments.
engine. You cannot replace the air. Air is the one of the part.
You can replace.
You cannot replace.
It is available.
No, the
नहीं
fuel will not efficiently burn.
Sir,
It is there. So you have to use oxygen. See, you have to use
नहीं
oxygen.
oxygen.
You have to use pure oxygen. You have to use pure hydrogen. And as a for the initial process, initial raw material, initial this thing, instead of mixture of hydrogen in air, you should have hydrogen and inert
As far as
gas.
I am thinking, we are replacing the things by the step by step. There is a lot of things that they are available. For oil, you know that what is the scenario.
Okay, what if I give you the I will give you the scientific paper. We will give you the scientific concept.
We have a many people. We people are person.
For the IC engine, instead of air,
They are in it. There is several people are using argon. People are using something.
exactly.
Yes, but try to understand. Like argon, we cannot be freely available. Air is freely available. So your point is correct. Air is always there is a nitrogen. Nitrogen is a problem with the. But think about PA how can we optimize so that we actually find the NOx It cannot be make a NOx a zero kind of thing. But minimize the max and it is fulfill our requirement, environmental requirement. That's what.
Sir, मैं आपको I will make one request. What you're saying is correct. What you're saying is correct. And my one request would be, if you have already done it, not done it, industry में आप जो हाइड्रोक्सिक मिक्सचर है, मतलब एक छोटा सा इतना छोटा सा फ्यूल ले रहे हैं, इलेक्ट्रोलाइजर ले रहे हैं, लाइन या फिर पेम ले रहे हैं, पुटिंग इट टू द एंटी वाइब्रेशन में रह के ट्रक में लगा रहे हैं, छोटा सा ट्यूब लेके दे आर इंजेक्टिंग इनटू द कंबशन चैम्बर, राइट? देयर इज नो स्मार्ट कंट्रोल सिस्टम के एक्सीलरेटर दबाओगे या फिर ऐसे करोगे तो ऐसा नहीं, जस्ट इंजेक्ट करे जा रहा है, यूज करो ना करो. एंड देयर आर अदर स्मार्ट सिस्टम एज वेल वेयर इट्स गॉट अ स्मॉल पीएलसी एंड कंट्रोल लूप है उसमें, ठीक है, व्हिच गोस टू द डैशबोर्ड ऑफ द ट्रक, टेल यू क्या हाइड्रोजन आ रहा है, क्या आ रहा है. So what I would suggest, there are plenty of players in the market who are already doing it. And these kits are coming at around 200 rupees, 700 rupees. So what I would request is, what you're saying is correct. What you can bring to the table on the innovation. That is the main aspect where how you can differentiate your product.
Correct. That area.
Otherwise क्या है, ये गुजरात में एक पार्टी मिला था, वो 1200-1500 में बेच रहा, but nobody is buying it.
सर यहाँ पे मैं
Try to close it.
Yeah.
सर थोड़ा सा ऐड
You
करूँ.
can continue.
कुछ रीजन है कि आप फ्यूल सेल पे काम नहीं करना चाह रहे हो?
If you
Not from him, actually.
fuel cell is not my expertise.
What we were thinking that they are ready to supply fuel cell. They would also supplement, let's say, a couple of manpower who will be expert in the fuel cell, and then our part will be only to integrate that fuel cell to the two-wheeler, let's say, and that you know very well because you have already executed with EV or lots of other stuff and all. You are expert in the engines or motor, whatever. And they will come with the expertise in the fuel cell. So where is the problem here? That is what I want to
See,
understand.
there is no problem here. So this question is not, if they supply the fuel cell,
Yeah.
we can incorporate this fuel cell in our EV.
Yeah,
ठीक है ना, maybe
that
we have a
is the
scooty,
plan from the
we have a scooty, and we see the performance, all these things. That
so
is
that
what
is
you need.
that is what they actually want from the
No, we
academic.
want a fuel cell system, but we want some innovation in the fuel cell itself.
Yes.
The fuel cell का
We हम लोग दे देंगे नहीं तो हम अपने फैक्ट्री में कर
that is
देंगे.
actually the part of man.
तो देंगे क्यों?
No, then when
Later on,
we
yeah.
are completely talking about two part here. One
Very
is the
different,
development of
yes.
fuel cell.
Yeah.
Second is the technology.
Yes, yes,
And now where you're talking here is it's not TRL4 at the moment.
yes,
मैम का.
yes.
तो आप जो बता रहे हैं ना जो fuel cell में काम कर रहे हैं, are you referring to the hydrox?
No. It
Or
will
is
be
something else on the
completely-
fuel cell?
नहीं
It will be-
इनका very clear picture I am giving the very कि if you give a fuel cell, we can incorporate in a EV and see the comparison the both performance.
That we can do as well, sir, in our factory. What
So-
we want is innovation in the fuel cell itself.
Fuel cell
See,
innovation.
our target is to reduce the cost from 3 lakhs to 50,000-60,000.
Yes.
Okay? So in terms of another component level, how you can.
So वो तो मैम का part है.
I just wanted to conclude it
ये
with
बिल्कुल
your
सही बात
permission.
है. नहीं, बिल्कुल.
आप बैठिए ना मैडम.
Now we are also feeling like we are scientists.
तो ऐसा है कि मेरे साइंटिस्ट में एक कोई कमी है. रिसर्च बहुत अच्छी करते हैं लेकिन कॉस्टिंग करनी नहीं आती. आई थिंक एक वर्कशॉप कंडक्ट करनी पड़ेगी. आपको
Yes,
इसकी
ma'am.
costing-
Commercialize.
Correct. नहीं, कॉस्टिंग करनी थी कि भैया आपका कितना खर्चा है. कोई भी डेवलपमेंट करने के लिए that they should do. तो ये चीज जो है अगर तो
No, that should not be given. Let them be with their scientific temper. The moment if you apply cost on their mind, no, their scientific temper will come down. They should keep. We are there. Let scientists be scientists. The industrialists. No, in my opinion. My humble opinion.
the opinion I respect, but it's very important unless they have the business mindset. Are you really going to contribute to the economic development? Are you going to get into your fancy aspirational thing? It does not have any value. It's important.
Kind of an awareness
That's
has to
very
be
much
created with them.
But
That
you develop something which is scalable and sellable. Otherwise क्या होता है कि you keep on developing, no use, exhausting the fund.
No, that's what is needed. Our honorable founder president very clearly said before you publish any research, patents are not good enough unless you are able to commercialize. So we have already around 40 technologies have been transferred to the industry. Some of them are already commercialized. Some are in process of commercialization. Some we realized later on that industry has just bought that technology from us. They didn't want to use it. They wanted to kill the competition. Okay, so in order to kill the competition, they have taken the technology. And that the first technology was in forensics. Our head of institution at that time, Dr. Pajawar, company bought it for about 7 lakhs at that time. I'm talking about in 2011 or so. They did nothing. And we did not, we gave exclusive right to them. That's the blunder we committed at that time. And that's where they did that. They said, so later on when they said, they didn't want to have the competition in the market. So just okay, let's kill it right up.
But nowadays, ma'am, also exclusivity and all those things will have an exit clause, conditional clause.
I'm talking about that was the first technology which we transferred.
The time slot is given unless you commercialize it, otherwise we will be free to.
Same happened for, there was another technology also. That's why now our Meenakshi is very particular what to have in the clause, what not to have a clause. So sometimes to fill the competition also, some companies take the technologies from the R&D centers or the universities. And then they lock it.
So, on behalf of Honorable Founder President, VC Education Group, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Shukla, and my colleagues, Dr. Ratan, Singh. We thank for your visit here, physically visited. We spoke on the online mode. And to conclude that there are 2 proposals, which I think the letter of intent, we will be working on them. Probably will come back for that. And for a long-term partnership, and the problem statements and other things, one statement which you gave that EV, scooty and, scooters can be converted into hydrogen fuels and so on. That is one. The other, there are other challenges like the methanol cracking that you mentioned about. That is also the thing how to use the catalysts and so on to speed up and make a good, productive hydrogen production. Government is looking for a green hydrogen production. That's very important because the mission that they launched very recently is green hydrogen. So with that, I think we would like to felicitate, Madam. We would like to please small gift for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Shukla,
Yes,
Shukla, Founder President here. Shukla, Shefali,
Good afternoon, sir.
Founder President here. I am attending this from the very first moment. Very interesting, very aspiration. I hearty thanks to our both guests for their achievements, what they have achieved in the organization, for their visit, and all those who are from my campus, the brilliant researchers were called, who have something to do or more to do with hydrogen. So I'm noticing everything. I'll get a detailed report from everybody who attended their viewpoint, because I want to see how my people, I've written to Sunita Ratan, email Sunita, I believe on your viewpoint, you write me your viewpoint. I'll ask Neeraj Sharma, AK Singh, Vice Chancellor, each who is attending, so that by these opportunities, I also assess my people, because the worthy guests have come. Their organization is really worth appreciating. I've heard about it. I've read about it. So can you imagine that Founder President looking from very first moment, I'm attending to the 6th program in spite of my very sore throat, and Chancellor was rushing to Dubai, came to my room, and he told, Papa, you should not speak. Your throat is very sore, and doctor has forbidden me to speak. But I could not leave this program. So, Shefali, compliment to you. that your program from your warriors search looked, and then this was held. So the credit goes to my warriors led by Shefali Kashyap and also AK Singh and Neeraj Sharma that you spent so much time. And I think my vice chancellor would have never spent today 6, 7, 8 programs are going on. But she spent so much time. It means vice chancellor sees a lot of hope and expectation in this meeting. Let's hope. Every meeting should not necessarily lead to a result, but a meeting is important to assess that it is good for them, it is good for us. If the things is not good for both partners, that always is not to recommend. So, my dear worthy guests, the name are not in front of me. Cannot name the persons, but I heartily thank you. We are always for you, with you, and my people will make a report for me what can be done, because my aim and mission in hydrogen mission is very great. And today I was telling in the lecture of Rajan Prasad, where from DBT chef came. Rajesh Khuller was there. I told him that people appreciate me, they tell what is good with me. But my dear student, I tell you, my bad things, two things are bad is with me. If I enter any field, maybe this computer area or even hydrogen area, my bad habit is I want to be number one globally with my people, with my talented, brilliant scientists all over the world in India. If I don't achieve it, God would blame me, and I don't want to be blamed, Dr. Shukla. Everybody should hear. Now, this quantum technology, till 4 o'clock, I read the whole file, everything related. I also read with quantum how many words are after that. More than 100 words are after quantum, because I was thinking, what is this magical word quantum? Why everybody so mad? So I want to say, my scientists, I am proud on you. With you people, I will show that by 2047, it's MIT University among the top Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford, Stanford, is among them. If I don't achieve this, this is my failure, and I don't want to fail. So my compliment to all. That is all. Dr. Sola, thank you for your time. You are very busy. I know you have. I was telling somebody she has no time to breathe. Oh, he told this is a matter of research. How can a person live without breathing? Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
So much of time being
Thank
spent.
you so very much.
You're so lucky.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Honorable Founder President, for your valuable time when giving the guidance. And all the team members who are sitting here, they will be sending the report to you, their own personal views, and seeking your guidance. So thank you very much, Honorable Founder.
Thank you, Honorable Founder President, on behalf of FSTR, Dr. Shefali, Dr. Singh, and others. We wish to thank
Thank you
you
very
for
much.
your time, valuable time and guidance and blessings. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
you.
much. Thank you so much.
मैं तो